Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the second round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Strebler to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Strebler. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, orbit. Look at me. Go.
Here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Got it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A give to Etienne running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a net.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Etienne, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Running left, Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
ETN up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Strubler to throw on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And Mark, 2021 is the season Jonathan Taylor arrived as one of the best backs in the NFL. He became the first Colt to ever win the running back triple crown, leading the league in carries, yards, and touchdowns. He didn't stop there, also leading in first downs, runs of 20-plus yards, and he had the longest run of the NFL season. Simply put, Taylor was the league's best at what he does by almost every possible metric.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Strebler. Able to find his man, Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go now.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Come on,
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Strebler. Buying time to his left. Left side, he finds Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Agnew now to return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Lawrence on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Strebler. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ready,
Well,
set.
partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Strebler to throw it. And he'll find Pittman. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go!
Here's Lawrence to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down,
Here we go.
run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Hey, Echo.
On second and goal, Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They loved the sun.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys?